you, Mark?
Not too bad. Thank you so much for talking to the Rockpit today. It's wonderful to have you heading this way.
And I'm just having a hell of a day. Like connectivity has been a pain in my ass.
Yeah, okay. So where are you at the minute?
I'm in my home zone,
Okay.
Encinitas, California right now. Yeah, just finished work and
Yeah.
now I'm driving home and got a few interviews and yeah, just the timing of my day is I'm gonna unfortunately be driving while we do this, so I hope it's all good.
Hey, that's okay. I once did an interview with Vernon Reid when he was driving through a takeout and ordering food. So
That's cool. That's way cooler, man.
that was good. So it's fantastic to see you here. I think the only time I missed you when you've been down under was 2015 because I was over where you are now. So
Oh, right on. You're in San Diego?
yeah, I was we sort of like did a bit of San Diego, Mexico, and then drove up the coast to all the way to San Francisco, which was it was a great few weeks. So
Yeah, man. That does
lovely,
sound good.
lovely part of the world. We're over in Perth, Western Australia, which
Oh, cool.
was once described to me as like California without the people.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I've heard people say that about Perth, yeah. Like the
yeah.
coastalness of it, like yeah.
And it's great that you always come and see us. So for a band that always visits Australia, it's wonderful that you don't miss out the West Coast. So
Yeah, that I was talking to someone yesterday about the same thing. And I mean I just figure, well, we're already all the way over there. I mean,
yeah,
a few extra hours on a flight and it hurt.
it's cool. I've loved the band from the very start,
Okay, awesome. Thank
and
you, man.
and it's wonderful that there is this connection from Australia. I mean, it sort of goes further though than I guess Uluru Rock being your most played song. It's there's that wonderful cover you do of the Groundhogs as well, Cherry Red.
Yeah, super fun. And we actually got to meet Tony McPhee.
Oh wow.
Uh, it was in 2008. We played Roadburn, and he was also playing with the Groundhogs, and it was very cool that he was there and he dug our version of the cover, and he was very nice. He was very sweet dude. It's a
Yeah.
bummer that we lost him, dude.
Absolutely. What a wonderful groundbreaking band they were back there. The three-piece film I absolutely love, but I don't think anyone does it better than you guys. How do you
Thank
I mean, it's like it's so much energy and um so much wonderful musicianship. I love a jam band. And so when you a few years ago now were mentioned as being part of the Black Crows.
Uh-huh.
I was intrigued because obviously a bigger sort of like band as far as personnel is concerned on stage, but also a lot of similarities with what you do with Earthless as well. How
Yeah.
did I actually incidentally spoke to Mark Ford the other day, who
Oh, you did?
yeah,
Yeah,
who
because he's over in Australia right now.
yeah, he was playing with Lucinda Williams, and
Yeah,
as soon as I saw him on stage there, I thought, oh, I'll call him up and see see
that's
if he
cool.
wants to chat. So the last person I spoke to was Mark.
Oh, that's awesome. He's a really nice guy, man.
He
That's
is
cool. That's great.
wonderful guitarist like you as well. How did he get involved in that?
With the Crows, well, I knew Chris starting. I played in a band called Howlin' Rain. With the main guy. His name is Ethan Miller. He was in the band Comets on Fire, and Chris was a fan of Comets on Fire and Howlin' Rain, and they ended up just becoming friends and like really close friends. Like they're super homies,
Mm.
and um they bonded over literature, movies, like foreign movies. They're like music. They're both like deep heads. And we did a lot of shows opening for Chris Robinson Brotherhood. And
Mm.
I just got to know Chris. Chris is a very easy person to get along with, very friendly, very engaging. super cool dude. Um, and yeah, then eventually, we lived really close to each other up in the Bay Area. And we'd party and hang and all that stuff. And he had another band called the Greenleaf Rustlers, and they needed a guitar player for a gig, and I got in and played, and it went really well. And then the CRB was, breaking up, and he said that the Crows are getting back together, and he wanted me to audition. And first, it started out with just the bass. I think he really wanted me to be in the band, like as a friend in the band. And so I was offered the bass audition, but then the guitar player they had set up was no longer there. So he's like, okay, I want you to also audition for guitar. And he'd rather have me on guitar. But yeah, and then I went to the auditions and that was it. And I got the gig.
It's
Out of like 12 or 15 different guitar players in Nashville,
yeah.
which I thought I didn't have a chance, but I somehow got the gig.
It's a match made in heaven. I mean, I love even though I guess it's two different sort of sonic universes. There's a lot of similarities with like the free form, the improvisation, that sort of thing as well. Um, it must have been wonderful to be on stage, and I saw you play that Melbourne date when you came down under, which was
Yeah,
a fantastic show. Um,
right on. Yeah, thank you.
but obviously there's that um, I guess a different dynamic in the Crows where
Super. Yeah.
of the brothers
Yeah.
that because
I
I've
mean, yeah, just musically, I mean, of course, it's extremely different, and it's like really serving the song and serving the vocals. You
yeah
want to make everything sound right and beautiful, and whatever to impact the vocals first and foremost. I mean, that's a completely different approach than Earthless by any means.
yeah
Very different worlds in that. But I mean, they're both blues-based music, and I mean, I grew up as a kid, with the Southern Harmony record, the first one too, but mainly the Southern Harmony, just because Mark Ford, like
yeah
Mark Ford's guitar playing, like it was great to be a young kid, that grew up with, listening to the Stones and Hendrix and all the other stuff. But then there's like a modern band doing that and seeing them
yeah
on TV dancing around and looking that way, like my mind was blown
yeah.
as like a 13-year-old kid,
Oh,
It's
I was lucky enough to catch Mark with Burning Tree when they came over to the UK.
wow, that's
And
cool.
it was so weird because how it all tied up because I'd seen the Crows for the first time a couple of weeks before, and it was that close. And then Mark came over with Burning Tree, another wonderful power trio
Yeah.
who I loved. And then I guess how the universe ties things together. A few months later, he was in the Crows, and
Yeah.
now
He
you're
made that band very special.
yeah. Those three albums were fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, that's my, there's a lot of great stuff on all the records. I love the Luther stuff too,
yeah,
like, War Paint and In From the Frost or After the Frost. Like, those are fantastic records too, but there's just Mark Ford is Mark Ford.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about you now. I mean, Earthless, one of I call you almost unique band. I know there's a lot of other bands out there that, and I've read who the influences are and stuff like that. But as a power trio, you just sort of like, I mean, it's taking those sonic landscapes to all kinds of places, but often without vocals as well. I know vocals have sort of crept in. Where are
Yeah.
you going musically at the moment?
Well, I mean, we're just starting to dabble in writing a new record, and we have no idea what we want to do. We don't know what's gonna feel right yet. I think after we're done touring in October, at the end of October, like our focus is to write a record. Like we need to get on that.
Mm,
So we'll see where it takes us. But me personally, like I've been playing with Adam McDougall, who also was in Chris Robinson Brotherhood,
yeah,
and he played with the Black Crowes before they last split up in 2016 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
And
met Adam a few years ago when they did the big tour of Australia.
right on.
It was a big birthday for me, and I was just in the crowd upstairs at the Melbourne concert before the show started, and Adam just walked by, and no one at all knew who he was apart from me. You know, we just
Okay.
sort of started chatting, and he was lovely enough to give me concerts to a few more tickets to a few more of the shows. So
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
he,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was a lovely guy, and
Yeah, I love him. Yeah,
that
yeah, him and I, we've been doing a duo for over a year now. We got a record hopefully coming out at the end of this year. It's getting
oh,
mastered right now. But like with him, it's been fun and reinvigorating like my whole musical
mm,
just existence. Like we've all him and I have always wanted to play together, and we finally got the space and time to do it. But like I'm doing more stuff with synthesizers, and I got drum machines, and I'm using that stuff a lot more and playing guitar. And he's being himself, which is amazing. And writing with him has been amazing. But like so my head's really been more in electronic stuff and more ambient,
mm.
like more of an ambient headspace than anything. And so I don't know. I really want to try to bring some of that over to Earthless. And if like we made like a softer record, but it's dark, just maybe not as heavy and like,
Yeah,
riff heavy, but more like getting back to our crowd influences or whatever, our German
yeah.
music influences from the 60s and 70s. That would be great. That's what I hope. I want
That
to get deep there.
that would be wonderful, and yeah, hopefully I know that you're going to bring it over for us again because you're so generous with your Australian tours. It's wonderful. Um,
Yeah, I'm fucking grateful we get to come there as often as we do. It's
yeah.
amazing.
Some of your songs are, I mean, it's hard to describe an Earthless show because some of your songs are absolutely monsters. I mean, when I listen to like stuff like Sonic Prayer, um,
Yeah.
what kind of sort of headspace do you have to be in to sort of put that out um, live? It's almost like you're all sort of like synchronized, but it's still uncontrollable and wild. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, definitely have to it's definitely kind of a meditative state because it is so long and like repetitive over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's like you really have to like be patient, not in a hurry, like be calm. Like that's to me, that's what's most important is really being calm, deep, slow breaths, like you're in a meditation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you cited and you mentioned again then some of the sort of krautrock influences that you have. What you must have been listening to some wonderful stuff growing up in San Diego.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, my dad's a musician. He has a great collection of records. So I mean, I was listening to a lot of cool stuff like early on, just growing up around everything from I mean Hendrix and Frank Zappa was big.
Oh wow.
Uh, Weather Report, Miles Davis,
Yeah. I sort
uh,
of get that
Lost.
jazz. That I sort of get the jazz in there as well, and I know that Miles Davis, obviously, I think everyone should listen to. But
Oh yeah.
the
For the band, like there's a lot of jazz influences in there, and I mean, like the Electric Miles thing would even be rad to get deeper into in a way, just to touch on that. But it's all in there. I think if you listen, it's already in there.
Yeah, and it's wonderful that there's such a mix as well. What I always like to when the first time I talk to people, I always like to find out what that moment was when they first knew that being a musician wasn't just going to be a pastime; it was going to be a huge part of their life. Did you know really early on?
Yeah, like really early. Yeah, I like because I played baseball and I loved baseball so much. I still do, but it was I think going into eighth grade. So I was probably like it's like 13 or 14. Um, yeah, I just realized then like music was kind of everything, and I was completely obsessed, like obsessed, and
Yeah,
it was everything, and I was everything revolved around music, and I was always at band practice and playing with different people and playing in different bands, and like I got a station wagon so I could take all my gear, um, and everyone else's gear. Yeah, it was an early on thing where I knew it's like this is what I love, and
yeah,
it's been it ever since then, really.
yeah.
I mean, ultimately, it's just been with me very, very strongly.
And was there a defining moment, something you saw that hooked you in the first place?
Well, it's weird. I had a dream one night, and I didn't. It was with Jimi Hendrix. And I didn't know Jimi Hendrix well yet. I just knew who he was through my dad, and I didn't know any of his songs by name or anything. And in this dream, I'm in this place, and I see like a purple curtain, and I know I'm supposed to go through there, and I open it, and Jimi Hendrix there sitting, and I sit down with him, and it's like I think we had guitars, but I'm not sure. I just sat with him, but I don't remember any of the conversation, and I it sounds fucking weird, but all of a sudden I'm able to play things and play in a way that I wasn't able to before that dream.
Oh,
It was a weird, it's fucking weird, but it's what happened. I think I just became absolutely obsessed with Hendrix after that dream. I just everything was Hendrix. So I don't know. That dream changed everything. Like it was there's something in that dream, and that's what happened. And it was off to the races, and
well,
haven't looked back.
that's so cool. Couldn't be anyone better. I mean, imagine if you'd pulled back the curtain and someone else had been there, like a jazz trumpeter or someone like that.
I mean, that could have been okay too, I guess.
It could.
Yeah, but yeah, it was Hendrix, which is cool. And I mean, my dad loves Hendrix. He's like one of his all-time favorite artists. So there is his spirit and his energy was already in the house all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just that dream, it just opened up doors.
Yeah,
And
he never
yeah,
gets old, and he produced so much wonderful music in such a relatively short space of time. And where he would have
yeah,
taken that is the thing that I always often find myself wondering.
totally. I agree. Who knows? I would have loved to hear that Hendrix Miles Davis record.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's leave you with a couple of difficult ones that we ask everyone. The first one's impossible, and when I spoke to Mark, I think he came up with about four or five different answers to this one. If you could have been a fly on the wall for the creation of any great album, just to see how the magic happened in the studio, what would you love to have seen? What's the record, not necessarily your favorite record, but the one that really intrigues you?
Well, I mean, of course, there's going to be a lot. Um, hmm, wow, that's a good question. There's a major accident just happened.
Oh,
Let me think about this as I turn around. Let's see. I will say, I mean, Electric Ladyland would be amazing. I mean,
yeah,
that is an incredible record. Other flies on the wall. Gosh, there's man. Uh, just trying to go through all that I got over here.
yeah. Well, stay safe.
And yeah, you are putting me on. Oh yeah, I'm good there. Um, I mean, hearing like the Stooges, Funhouse or something like that, that would be great.
Hmm.
Um, man, there's so many. I'm probably forgetting a bunch too. Of course, I'm forgetting a bunch. Uh, Gosh, incredible. Of course, yeah, it's a stumper.
Yeah, there's some.
Um, I know Beatles stuff would be cool, but yeah, at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the Beatles stuff, I guess, is pretty well documented and covered, and we sort of got an idea of
Yeah,
what went on, especially with that latest series that came out. That
yeah,
some of
totally.
some of those conversations were interesting.
Absolutely. Um, I want to think of one more, and I mean, I want to say like the Derek and the Dominoes record would be pretty rad.
Mm.
Just because I just would love to see like Dwayne Allman and the Allman Brothers showing up for the first time, and and then they getting to know each other. But gosh, I'm blowing it so hard.
It is, but some great albums there anyway. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd
and
love
I
to
can't
see
even
Miles in the
think of
studio.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah,
So we'll
I'm
leave.
blowing it right now.
we'll-
I mean, television Marquee Moon would be pretty great too. Marquee Moon would be awesome.
Yeah, Marquee Moon, classic, absolute classic album.
That'd be,
I always
that'd be
remember,
cool.
I always remember finding that
Yeah, I'm gonna
single.
go with that one right now.
Yeah, I always remember finding that single in my dad's record collection. It was so unlike um, all the other stuff he'd had,
That's
like
pretty
Zeppelin,
awesome.
ZZ Top, and being absolutely compelled to find out more about that type of music. And
Oh yeah,
that was a discovery.
yeah. ZZ Top first record. That's the other one. ZZ Top record.
Yeah, that yeah, those first three, I think for me, that's what ZZ Top's about, but especially the first one and Tres Hombres as well, which obviously is a absolute gold.
Yeah.
Let's leave you with an easy one. What is the meaning of life?
To be happy, to be happy, and to live life and to experience life in its fullest without jeopardizing anyone's freedom.
What
That
fantastic
to me is the
answer.
meaning.
And very, very similar to the answer that Mr. Ford gave me as well, which is
Awesome.
interesting.
Right.
So
Awesome. I like that.
we get to see you in September. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I saw you in 2010, saw you in 2012, missed you in 2015 because I was over your part of the world. 2019 and 2023, and you're back again. It's wonderful to get you back so often, and thank you so much for taking your time. One thing before we go, if we could, is I'd love to get you to introduce any song from your back catalogue so that we can give it a spin for you.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, I would love it if you would please give us your ears and enjoy Uluru Rock.
What a perfect song. Thank you so much. I hope the rest of your day goes okay. And
Cheers, brother.
can't wait to see you down under. Take care, my friend.
Thanks, Mark, man. We'll see you in a few then.
No worries.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, mate. See you.
Bye.
Bye.